Hey guys, and welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. We're doing an Analog Pocket stream today. I know I've done a few Mr. ones, but hey man, I haven't been giving my Analog Pocket the love it deserves. I'm really looking forward to playing Simpsons on it tomorrow. We'll be doing a Simpsons stream tomorrow, so definitely check that out. Hopefully I'll have the kids with me and it'll be a 4-player stream. But yeah, so let's so this is Willow, like fantastic game, a game on CPS1. So this is actually a publicly available core because Artego released CPS1 to the public. So this is publicly available if you've got an Analog Pocket, and I'm hoping there's a lot of people that newly got their Analog Pocket that tune into this. I don't know if I'm good enough at getting my information out there, but it would be nice if people are searching Analog Pocket and they get hold of this and you can be enjoying this on your Analog Pocket. So before I actually did the stream, like about an hour before that, I did actually oh wow, I forgot about the top guy. I did actually use Matt Panella's updater, and I just went through the updater and I updated everything on there. So I am kind of up to date. So guys, get your requests in if there's anything you want to see. Just gonna look at chat in a second. Up, what's the old guys? Right here, we've got a shop here. Hey Richard, how you doing? Bubble, nice one. Lordin Black, nice one. And video game, Esoterica, nice one. Bud, and hopefully video game. Esoterica will be getting his Analog Pocket soon as well, so look out for Analog Pocket videos in the future from him. I've got no money for nothing. Okay, I can buy that. Cool. So this was an interesting game in the arcade. Like we played this a fair bit. I wasn't too great at it, to be honest. It wasn't one of the ones that I played. Oh, nice one, Bubble. Right, so when you do get your Analog Pocket tomorrow, definitely have a look at what any one of the updaters. All of them are good. Like I've gone through different updaters over different periods of time. I've gone through the updaters, and yeah, I like at the moment I'm digging Matt Panella's one. That's the one I really like. You know, I kind of started with Retro Driven's one, and that's fantastic because we're very easy to use. And then there's also Pocket Sync, which is similar to okay, which is similar to iTunes. If you're familiar with iTunes and that Apple stuff, it's very nicely done. It looks really pretty. So that's one to kind of look out for as well. But Matt Panella's one, the reason that I've been using Matt Panella's one solidly for maybe the past couple of months now is because I don't need to have it on my PC. You just put the updater on the root of your SD card. And even when it updates and everything, it just updates it, it deletes everything, and it works via like a command prompt window, you know, like a, so it just works really nice. You kind of choose your options, but again, all of them are as good as any of the other ones. They're just all good. So this guy's always trying to get my money, but I got no money, man. I'm as skint in this game as I am in real life. Okay, so save me from Anime Magic, why not? Very interesting game, this. Very interesting game. Look at that. I'm $10 short. Does he give me a discount? Come on. Buddy's rate? Nope, I don't have enough. That's one thing about video games. There's no discounts. The prices are fixed. There's no haggling. Maybe there should be like a haggling simulator or something. Oh, there's a slide in this as well. It's really funny the way he kind of dives forward. Kind of reminds me of Fall Guys. My kids play that game. I tried it as well. That's not a bad game, to be honest. And yeah, the first boss fight, absolutely epic. I can't remember Willow the movie that well, but I don't remember if one of these, I don't know, these rat dog looking things, where there was a massive one in there. Then the second level, we should get the Barbarian, from what I remember. Okay, I got him, nice one. Didn't really feel like I was doing damage. Let's look at chat. Yeah, Pocket Sync is fantastic, man. Absolutely love it. Ah, nice one, Bubble. Yeah, man. That's actually one of my popular videos, man. VGE, nice one for dropping by, man. I always appreciate that, bud. Okay, so the controller, Richard, I'm using today, I'm actually using an 8-bit Do wireless. They're wireless, you know, 2.4 gigahertz arcade stick. Okay, I couldn't use Pocket Sync. Okay, bubble bubble because it needs to. All right, okay. Yeah, I mean it's pretty very straightforward. Pocket Sync. You just point it towards. Oh yes, you're right. Yes, you need to. I mean, what you could really do it. You could just kind of add the files there temporarily. But yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, you kind of need to add it to your. You need to add the micro SD card to your Pocket first to get those files, and then it recognizes it. Yeah. So yeah, it's well worth prepping. Yeah, prep up your memory card first. Have you got? Oh, you've got a slide as well. So this was a great game in the arcade, and this is one it's well worth playing on the ANalogue Pocket. It's a great game. It's quite challenging, I have to be honest. But I'll tell you what, it feels really good playing these arcade games on an arcade stick. I really like this 8-bit do arcade stick. The only thing I don't like about it, I can't play fighting games on it properly, and that's because I feel there's a lack of space on the left hand side. Let's give this one more go because I'm enjoying this. Yeah, there's a lack of space on the left hand side, man. So when I'm playing Street Fighter, when I'm on the 2-player side, I'm good. When I'm on 1-player side, I feel like there's not enough room. I feel like the stick should have been closer to the buttons with more room to rest your hand on the left hand side. Like, I know people that are okay with it. Me personally, I'm not. I definitely prefer a bit more room on the left hand side. But for non-fighters, like playing this, absolutely no issues with execution. In fact, that's one thing that I do recommend. We've got into a habit of playing so much on joypads, especially if you grew up in the arcade and you played stuff in the arcades. You know, we played on arcade sticks. That's actually nice to play these games on arcade stick. I mean, fair enough, I'm playing with it on my lap rather than it kind of fixed onto a massive desk or something. But yeah, it's a lot of fun playing this stuff on actual sticks. Just gonna read some more comments. Okay, that's really weird, Richard, that you're saying Bluetooth is more responsive. In my experience, I can feel the latency on Bluetooth, especially in fighting games or especially in 2D games in general. But with a 2.4 dongle, man, it's good. It's very, very good. I mean, there is some type of latency, but I don't necessarily feel it. Now, is there anything you guys want to see? Obviously there's not as many cores as the Mister, but we can have a look at the menu. I've kind of got it so where I'm playing it on a 16:9 monitor, some of the screen might be missing because obviously I want the chat there on the right hand side. So let's go to quit for now, and here we go. But hopefully, okay, I am getting enough of the screen, so that's decent. I guess the rest of it is just kind of emptiness. Hopefully it won't cut anything out. So heading over to OpenFPGA, and we've got arcade and arcade multi. So arcade multi, I think, is pretty much Hotego stuff. So we've got Sega System 16A and B. We've got the Konami Aliens one. And guys, if you're not part of Hotego's Patreon, if you're new to the ANalogue Pocket, it's very, very good value. The lowest tier is £3 a month. I'm a cheapskate. I am on the lowest tier. And for £3 a month, man, you get a whole bunch of games. I mean, you've got CPS2 there. So if anyone wants a game like yesterday or any of the other streams, I prefer it if you can write it in block capitals. If you can write in block capitals, it stands out and we can play it. Anyone? Oh, X-Men versus Street Fighter. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's have a look at that. I wasn't big on the kind of superhero versus games. Like, it's not to say I don't like them. I just can't play them. There's a whole different versions of a few different versions of them. Let's see where it starts. So X-Men, was it X-Men versus Street Fighter or X-Men versus... Yeah, it was X-Men versus Street Fighter, like you said. So let's go for like either a USA or a world version. Okay, they're in USA, so I don't know what the differences are in a lot of these. So let's just kind of see. So yeah, man, like I like my ANalogue Pocket. I definitely like a great machine. I do hope we get other FPGA handhelds, but for now this is the only one, and I do like it. Yeah, Richard, it's really, really good value, man. Like, I'll be honest with you, that's the only Patreon that I'm paying at the moment. If I start earning more money out of YouTube, then there's a few more I want to support. I want to support like Attract 17's Patreon. Then there might be some other ones, but the next one I'd like to support is Attract 17, and I guess like Darren O as well, because the games that I like playing the most on the Mister are definitely Hotego's cores and Attract 17's. And not to say that there's not other great cores there. Martin Don Donlon has got does the calls, but as far as I know, he doesn't have like a Ko-fi or a Patreon or anything like that. So there's nothing to give there apart from thanking him over on Twitter or something. But yeah, the Patreon's really good value. I mean, to be honest, if you're not in a financial situation where you can't afford that, and I get that, you can just pay it once, grab everything up until that point, and then just leave it, and then maybe when something else comes out, rejoin. There's no harm in doing that. I've seen Hotego even speak to people and saying, okay, well, I remember, okay, you got that, and kind of sort people out for something that they had while they were joined. So Hotego's a really nice guy, man. Very reasonable, very down to earth. So let's just go and do the buttons, and that's one thing I like about the ANalogue Pocket as well. So if you're doing arcade calls and you're playing them, oh sorry, I'm not paying attention there. I wanted to go to controls, right? So controls, very easy to do, and this is the best way you can do controls, you know, just nice and simple, not going through a menu and, you know, flicking, going through loads and loads of buttons. It's just nice to tap the buttons that you want. So you can't change your coin or your start button, but that's not an issue. I like the coin and the start buttons where they are. So let's have a look. Okay, was this a tag one? Let's go Cammy. I kind of like, I think when I was playing this on Fightcade against a friend of mine, I kind of used Cammy, and we'll go, okay, let's go Wolverine. Was this one of the ones where when you move it up, there's like a Kuma up there, there's a couple of hidden characters up there? Do you know what, Richard? Maybe try different versions of the ROMs. It could be, I don't know, it could be, I don't know, actually, okay, you know, that's one thing I really hated about the new Street Fighters. You can't jump back and do like hurricane kicks and dive kicks. Yeah, so it's audio here, and that's really good. I mean, I really hope these calls get some kind of filters, because obviously while I'm filming, cool, it's all good. Right, let's tag over to Let's Pop Up a Road. You really see grabs in this game. That's me attempting to... Okay. Nice, okay. Go, Kenneth. Yeah, so the sound's there. Maybe try... There's a lot of different versions on here. These, I wish if I played these when these first came out, so I had a better understanding of them. Sometimes, just for fun, I go on to... when I'm at work or something, I might just put on Fightcade and I'll watch some live games. And not so much this, but Marvel vs. Capcom 1. Like, I did actually play that in the arcade, but I only ever played it against the computer. There was a Chinese I used to go to, Chinese takeaway. And while I ordered my food, and the food would take like between 5 and 15 minutes to get ready. So I used to pop to an arcade across the road, and it was a gambling arcade. And at this time, arcades were pretty much dead. So, yeah, I used to go and play against the CPU there, and they had like Soul Blade there, they had Marvel vs. Capcom 1, and I think they might have had Alpha 3 there as well, and it was fun to play against the computer. Hey, you know what, I've got some prompts ready, so let me bring some of the prompts up. Here you go. Oh. Such a cool character. Jean, is it Jean Grey? Oh, Rogue, sorry. I know Wolverine's very powerful in some of the games. I don't know if he's powerful in this one. I tell you, these versus games though, they're definitely fun to watch. That superhero double move, yeah. Yeah, the moves are crazy in this. Absolutely love it. Ah. And that's a great super by Chun-Li as well, man. Always like that one. In Third Strike, like a best super is SA2, but I do like using SA1 sometimes, just as an anti. So let's try another game. Any suggestions for any games, guys? Any suggestions for any games? Let's have a look. Let's go. We can still go. We can go CPS2, or we can go something else. There's other stuff out there as well. Okay, so just getting those visual prompts going as well. So let's go, rather than do the Hatego one, let's go into arcade and see if there's anything else as well. I'm not really into like the really old ones like Asteroids and Bank Panic. Even though Bank Panic isn't such a bad game, we can try Bat Rider. Bat Rider's a good shmup, and it'll be fun to play that on stick. So there's some good shmups available on the Analog Pocket. So for those of you that don't have the Analog Pocket, when you're on the course, it's really cool as well because it's got the About section here, and it kind of tells you. So you know, this was one of Pramod's cores, and this is something he brought over to the Pocket. So Pramod, very cool guy. He actually did an interview on the channel as well. Very a lot of the guys that I speak to, they're very nice and down to earth, real cool people. And Pramod is one of those guys. And Final Fight Anniversary. Okay, Richard. If I have that, we'll do that one next. I think I have now. One issue that we have sometimes, and hopefully I've done something to arrest that, to sort that out. Arrest that. I don't know what I'm talking about. It does like a CRC check. So if you've got the wrong ROM, it deletes it. Hopefully I've still got Anniversary Edition on there because I know some of the guys in the community brought some additional kind of games on there, and I can't remember if Final Fantasy Anniversary Edition is on CPS2 or is it on CPS1. We'll have a look anyway. It might be under alternatives or something. But let's give this a great go. This is a great, a really good shmup. Okay, we'll just go normal. We won't go too easy. No stage edit either. Okay, so you can edit your team as well. That's quite interesting. All right. Police team, psychic team, let's go criminal team because they look the coolest. Do you know what? Hopefully Richard, possibly. I did ask Hadeg. Oh, what's the pause about? Okay. Oh wow. Okay, there's a pause button. Okay, I did ask Hatego, and there's a possibility I'll get him over on for an interview in the future. It's just he's got a lot on at the moment, so hopefully after the Neo Geo Pocket core gets released, I'll get him on for an interview. So it's definitely something that's a possibility in the future, and I'm very confident it will happen. So it's just a matter of, I mean, at the moment I'm on annual leave. I can interview anyone for hours, but whenever Hatego gets a bit of time, and hopefully I've got some spare time around then, I usually like doing them. I think both the ones I've done on a Sunday morning. That's like a good free time for me. It's like I do the family stuff on a Saturday, I do the news video on a Saturday. That can sometimes that can eat up like 5 hours of my day, depending on how much news there is and how much I'm talking and how much I'm kind of editing as well. But Sundays are quite mellow. Sundays, whatever to do with the kids, or you know, if I can do the interview in the morning, like, you know, before midday, then cool. Then I've got the rest of the day to take the kids out or whatever. I should really turn on auto-fire. So you guys are going to hear my stick because, yeah, I'm playing arcade games. You know, even though I mainly play on pad, I do like turning. I do like using the stick wherever possible. You know, sometimes I'm lazy. I can't be bothered to grab the stick, but because this one's a wireless one, and I don't really feel any latency with this either because of the 2.4 gigahertz dongle. It's all good. But yeah, I really like these shmups, man. I need to pay more attention now, but I kind of want to die as well so we can do final fights. I always say final, I always end up saying Final Fantasy. I said that in a lot of my videos. But also, these become a lot easier. Not that I'm saying it becoming a lot easier. These do become a lot easy. These do become a lot easier on arcade stick. Let's just have a look at chat again, and here we go. Let's put a little thing up of Akuma doing a raging demon. Nice. And there we go, and a little Street Fighter prompt telling you guys to subscribe, and I'm gonna have a look at the chat. OG Final Fight CPS1. Okay, Anniversary Edition is CPS2. And hey, Cyber Akuma, how you doing, man? Well, I was waiting for you. I was wondering where you were. Totally unrelated, unbiased, and all know you should. Oh, you know what? Yeah, the bosses are insane in there. Is that what Cyber Akuma is in? Yeah, the Marvel superheroes versus Street Fighter. I will actually get to fight you. Yeah, YouTube is weird, Cyber Akuma, with what it yeah, with messages. It's just really weird. I try and keep them as kind of plain textbook as I can, so it does actually, yeah, it ends up deleting a lot of messages, man. Really weird. Okay, so for all the new people that are gonna be getting an Analog Pocket, I'm happy for you guys, man. It was when I got the Analog Pocket, yeah, I had a lot of fun with it, man. Initially, like straight when I got it, when some OpenFPGA cores were available, I almost cancelled my order when I wasn't seeing any OpenFPGA development for it, or you know, no kind of cores. But let's go. So it's arcade multi. All right, so I think there might be. Okay, there's not an alternatives folder. Oops. So let's see. Hopefully Final Fight Anniversary Edition is there. Oh, here we go. Yep, we've got it. Nice. Final Fight 30th Anniversary to CPS2. Now, what are the big differences in this? I think you can play 3 players on this. Just going to take a sip of my drink, guys. Oh, that was a big sip. Okay, you know what? Let me check the buttons, because I like them a certain way on pad, but then I like them just left to right. The way they were in the arcade sometimes feels I should get an arcade stick just with 2 buttons on there, you know. But this one's got 8 face buttons. But yeah, no, that's cool. Okay, so let's go attack and let's go jump. So I've just got them in a little bit of a horizontal line. Hopefully they'll all be good. All right, okay. And by the way, guys, is the sound kind of okay? Or is it too low? Okay, faster clock speed and 3 players. So I knew about the 3 players. So in the arcade, when I first played it, I used Hagar. But I think afterwards, I ended up liking Cody. I was actually going to pick Hagar there before the timer went on me. I'm going to turn this up a tad so we can get a bit of game sound. Okay. But this was amazing. From when this came out in the arcade, seeing that car bonus stage, the car bonus stage before Street Fighter, when the guy, his car's getting destroyed and he's crying about it, and just seeing this game in the arcade, man, the flying power driver is what got me. So is it me, or are the colors off? Or are the colors supposed to be like this? Like those guys, those aren't the colors from the arcade game, man. Troy Boy, is that Troy Boy? Okay, Troy Boy's colors, or is this something that the anniversary edition brings? Because yeah, the colors definitely look off to me, man. And unless my color blindness has just got a lot worse. Okay, so remember there being a bit of meat there. Let's I remember, what was that Japanese like cartoon, the anime on Netflix, High School Girl or something? That was that was pretty cool. It kind of told you about that alchemy stuff in here, where you get all those items and it lets you get like a higher score. That was quite interesting. Yes, I don't know what your issue is with the sound, man. Yeah, Richard, are you having sound on like a lot of CPS2 stuff, or is it just was it just X-Men? So when this game came out, I was a Guns N' Roses fan as well, so we got Axl there, definitely, oops, pardon me, definitely based on Axl Rose. And let's do a special. Yeah, those colors, man, they seem a little bit off. I remember I had this for the SNES as well, man, and that was like, you couldn't pick Guy in that, and later on they released Guy Edition. Yeah, definitely looks like they changed the colours. I'm not sure how I feel about some of the colours. I kind of did like the original colours. I really do hope though that other cores do get ported over to the Analog Pocket. I know, you know, there's some developers like the Analog Pocket. There's some that don't like it because of its kind of closed, semi-closed source nature, you know, and there's a lot of restrictions on there, because even a lot of the developers like I speak to that do develop for it, when I say, okay, what about this feature, for example with Mazamars, there's you know, Mazamars mentioned that there's limitations that placed by Android that placed by Analog that Analog need to remove, that make mouse compatibility quite difficult. So, or they give the mouse certain issues that he can't kind of work around. So, you know, we haven't got like the Amiga cord that we could have if we had better mouse compatibility, for example. So And there's a lot of people that they just dislike the ANalogue Pocket because it's not fully open source. But I kind of get Analog's point as well. They're a business, they make these devices, they sell them. I'm happy with the device. Like, I'm happy with the cores we're getting. Yes, I would definitely like more cores, and I certainly hope we do get some in the future. But each developer's up to their own. If they're not happy with it and they don't want to port cores over, that's completely their choice. But hopefully we'll get an open source, you know, we'll get a Mr. Handheld. Like the one that was the video that I done the other day, you know, where a guy had it, but it was stuck on the back of what he was doing, what a guy was building a Sega Saturn handheld, the design or the shell for that with the the DE10 Nano kind of elastic band to the back of it. And it was quite funny because when I did that video, I didn't watch it all the way through before I'd done it. I just watched the beginning part, and during the video I realized that he actually had it elastic banded to the back, which was quite funny. So hopefully something will come of it. I mean, I guess it's a matter of time before it does, you know, someone make something where you can just make a handheld version of it, and I'll get that straight away. It'll be nice, you know. It doesn't necessarily have to be docked. You know, if you can connect the HDMI cable to it, and as long as you've got, you know, the air going in and air, cold air coming in and the hot air leaving it, you know, you attach a cable to it, or, you know, if there's a dock that you can make, it'll be awesome. It'll be perfect. It'll be something I'll take out, I'll play as a handheld. And, you know, when I'm out with the guys, connect whatever, a USB hub to it or something, and bang, there I am. I'm playing like versus fighting games. There's a lot of issues that I heard with analog in, what was it, with people trying to connect two wired controllers to it. Right, let's do one more credit on this before he gets blown up. Let's go Hagar now. Yeah, so people have said to me that when they've connected two wired controllers to it to play, like, let's say they want a game of Super Turbo, it only lets them connect one wired controller. Now that's not something I've tried, because I generally use wireless controllers with this. I always use one of the RF ones. It's either an RF pad or an RF stick that I use with it. So that's not something that I've experienced, and I've got no reason to kind of connect wired controllers to it, unless if I'm experimenting or something. But you know, it would be nice maybe if I decided to take it out one day to play, you know, Super Turbo or Hyper Fighting or some of the Neo Geo games. The Neo Geo games are fantastic on here, and I couldn't use two wired controllers, so I guess I'd have to maybe get another one of these Mad Cat sticks, you know, and just use two RF ones, and hopefully the RF ones work, because, you know, because you're connecting it via USB and not Bluetooth, it might actually pick it up as a wired controller. Well, it does with the Switch anyway. So yeah, guys, anyone want to see anything next, just mention it in chat. Yeah, no, Richard, nice one, bro, thanks for dropping by, always appreciated. But yeah, let's if anyone doesn't want, like, just name it in chat, put it in block capitals, I will run it. Let's have a look, you know, let's have a look at all the kind of arcade cores that are currently available, and I should have all of them. I don't think anything's missing. We should be getting another one soon, courtesy of Mazamars, and that's Star Wars the arcade game, which is like on that Vectrex kind of hardware. But okay, arcade, so we've got 56 there, which is decent. So Asteroids, Bank Panic, okay, I'm not going to read them all out, but that's two shmups there. Black Tiger's interesting, that's one of Hotego's ones that is brought over. Block, I don't know, I don't really dig playing puzzle games in front of my TV. It's always a handheld thing for me. Contra's good, but man, is that game hard. Get nostalgic feelings with Contra, but man, it's a tough game. So guys, anyone at all, if yeah, if you want to see anything here, just mention it in there. We've got the Double Dragon 1 and 2, Ghosts and Goblins, which is a tough game again. And we've got Ghouls and Ghosts as well in one of the other ones. We've got Outrun as well. Performan, which is a decent game. That's one of Anton Gell's cores. Haven't quite worked out how to play, but it's very, very interesting. Qbert, yeah, I did kind of like that, but I don't really do a lot of those now. If no one says anything, I think I'm going to have to go Rastan, man. Like, Rastan's always Rastan. Can't do too well on it, but I love it. Oh, we've got RoboCop as well. So Rastan, RoboCop, Snow Brothers 2. Really want Snow Brothers 1 to come out as well. Street Fighter 1, which is just terrible, but I did play it in the arcade quite a bit. So I think under the Tecmo one, we've got a few games. So if I run this core, we've got, here we go, we've got Rygar, which was called Silkworm, and Gemini Wing. Gemini Wing I'm not familiar with, so, but let's have a look. So let's go, okay, Track and Field, Trojan, Vigilante. Vigilante was a big game for its time, and so was Jia Kung Fu. That was fighting game before the Street Fighter era, where you had like international karate. You had like Jia Kung Fu, and I never quite got it. Loved it, played it, just never understood it. Never understood the game. But let's do Rastan, unless someone said something in chat. So guys, if you do want to see any of the games here, and obviously we've got the arcade multi, which gives you all the Hotego cores. You know, we've got like the Aliens game there. We've got CPS 1, CPS 2, which has got a whole bunch of games. But this is Rastan, man. Rastan is just a great way to describe arcade games. The soundtrack is just banging. Yeah, this was a big game in the arcade, man. Like everyone played this. It was just fantastic. It is a cheating game though, man. Like, I think I can get to like the end of the second level. I might have even got to the third level. There's like Rastan 2 is one of my guilty pleasures, man. That's one of the games I know it's bad. Level design is terrible, but I like that game, man. I liked it in the arcade. And Rastan 3, which I only played on emulation recently, never saw it in the arcade. It's like a double screen game, man. It is, wow, it is such a great beat 'em up. If you're going to try anything on emulation, try that. I will actually do an emulation post at some point as well. Ah, Mr. Fire Sword. Oh, got it. Haha, nice. Yeah, this is a good way. Oh, man, look at that. This is where you get cheated. You kind of jump down and there's a whole, as my kids call them from playing Minecraft, oh, Dad, there's a mob, the mob's attacking you. I was like, what are you talking about? Mobs. So if you get a bunch of characters, a bunch of enemies, my kids always refer to them as mobs. And I think that's just because of Minecraft. Yeah, man. I remember playing this game for the first time in a 7-Eleven, Crouch End, North London, man. First time I'd actually been to a 7-Eleven as well. That just cheats you out, man. Anyone put anything for any games? Oh no, you misplaced. How can you misplace a whole stick, dude? I can understand. Sorry, Chan. You misplaced your whole 8-bit those stick. I'm saying, wait about those stick. Oh yeah, Battle Circuit was good as well. So, sorry, Chan, did you misplace the whole stick? Wow, okay. I mean, I've never lost a stick before. Now, I have misplaced one of the dongles before, so I'll make a point of just leaving all of them connected to the Mister. The only time they come out is when I take them out to plug into the ANalogue Pocket. I think that's the only thing I use them for. Yeah, the soundtrack for this is so good. Someone's actually making this for the Amiga as well. So this is coming out for the Amiga, guys. And it looks really, really good. There's a demo available to play. I've covered it like in the weekly news videos. Yeah, I don't know how you dodged that rock. But there are people that can 1cc this, so it's definitely possible, just not by me. Here we go. Right, that game over. Let's try something else. Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry, Chan. I really sorry. I kind of understand it now. Yeah. Sorry. When you say the stick was misplaced, you're talking about, yeah, it not being further in on the right. Sorry, dude. When I'm actually playing and going through comments, sometimes I just completely read them wrong. No, I completely get that, dude. Yep. Completely, 100%. Understand what you're saying. Yeah, that's the one thing that I think would have made it perfect. It's my only gripe with it. But non-Street Fighter games, if I'm playing Street Fighter and I'm playing it online, I'm playing someone, I pull out the wired Mad Catz Tournament Edition stick. That's done me well for a number of years. Right, okay. Let's right, anyone, guys, was there a request in there? Someone requested, no, that was Final Fight a while ago. Someone request something, but If not, let's do RoboCop. And that again, I've seen people do really, really well on RoboCop. Love the game, but yeah, man, it's I just find RoboCop very, very sluggish to controlling it, which is realistic to RoboCop's movement because, you know, he wasn't really a runner or anything like that. But yeah, it's so this game here, Fighting Fantasy, never understood it. Primal Rage 2, no, I don't think we've got Primal Rage 1, at least not the arcade version. So let's go the latest revision 4, whatever that was. Yeah, Gunsmith Simpsons is tomorrow, bud, and Hatego's pretty much confirmed it, saying FPGA release tomorrow, so I can't see anything that'll stop it from coming out. I really do hope it comes out early so it's not too late, because I want to do like the 4-player stream on it. I'll do it on the Mister because I can connect the 4 controllers in it, more of a versatile machine. Might do a separate video on the ANalogue Pocket in it in time. Hopefully the buttons for this are okay. I might have been... Oh, okay, I've got these set to the way I like them on pad, so they're actually vertical instead of horizontal, you know. I like it. It says something like cornbread. Oh man, I can't. Do you know what, the soundtrack for this is just so epic. Like I'll get goosebumps when I hear this. Like I'm quiet now because I really am enjoying the soundtrack for this game. So for anyone playing this game, this is not the weapon you want for Ed 209, who's the first level boss. And this is one of the things that made this game so great. Like RoboCop was the best thing when RoboCop came out, the movie, man. I remember watching it. What a movie. Like what a great movie. And the game, yeah, the game was just fantastic as well. I'm wasting the fire on purpose, yeah, because I want, for Ed 209, I want the normal fire back. Here we go. And RoboCop eats baby food. Yeah, do you know what? That's the Neo Geo called Cyber Akuma. Yeah, when I've done the arcade ones, I was thinking just doing straight out arcade. But you know what? If you guys want to see some Neo Geo stuff, we can go to Neo Geo because technically the Neo Geo is an arcade machine, isn't it? So yeah, let's include Neo Geo to that as well. So if there's any Neo Geo games you want, I was thinking about doing like a separate Neo Geo stream another day, but I think it's only fair if it's nice. Waku Waku 7's amazing. Never fully understood it, but I always just loved it, man. I mean, you could be a giant rabbit in that damn game, man. I'm boring. I always end up picking the main guy with like the kind of pilot sunglasses or those swimming kind of glasses on his head, you know? Do you know what, one good thing about this game that because I played this a lot in the arcade, when I first started getting into emulation, you know, way before any FPGAs were available for gaming, I clocked RoboCop, man. I had to do it, and I put a lot of coin in there to clock it, you know. Let's give it one more, like a bit of that. Yo, and it is Taco. Taco in the house. How you doing, Taco? Taco Simpsons tomorrow, bro. By the way, guys, you know, Adventure Taco, that's the guy. Yeah, we'll do Waku. We'll go Neo Geo next then, man. Let's go arcade and Neo Geo. So Taco, he makes predictions, and a lot of times they come true. So he predicted a new Saturn port. And I think he's got some kind of insight contact. I think I think he supplies tacos to a lot of the developers. So when he says something is coming out, it comes out. This one, okay, there's money in there. I love like the screen effects as well. Take the punch. Okay, nice. That guy's still floating up there. I would have rather shot him. Ah, wicked. Nice one, Maru. Yeah, I really like the main guy because yeah, his moves. Well, I never was quite a fan of the bonus stages in this, you know. Robocop 2 is good, and that's something we should be getting soon. Something that Track and Darren are working on. Part of the Data East Caveman system. Obviously not on the ANalogue Pocket. I'm talking Mister here. So on the Mister, we'll be getting. Really looking forward to Joe and Mac Caveman Ninja. Damn it, did I get any baby food? Give me some baby food. 89%, not bad. Yeah, Taco, the Saturn core is awesome, man. I want to try that game. What was it? Something, was it Sky Target? Sky Target? Because that's not working for Video Game Esoterica. But that's the weird thing. Some of the games that don't work for him, I think like Sega Rally isn't working for him. And some of the other guys on the Discord, they're not getting Sega Rally working, but that works for me. But like you guys know, Symphony of Night is not working for me, so okay, I just want to get that big gun, man. The big gun's around here somewhere. Oh man, you can't even jump and shoot down. That was a lot of wastage. Yeah, where's that gun, man? There's that gun. I'm going to use one more continue. I just want to see that gun because that gun was one of the highlights of this game. I don't know why it's asking for my name. I'm playing like super crap, but I guess the bar's very, very low. Right, let's do the Texas Chainsaw guy here. Let's get that big gun. Oh. Look at it, just cuts through everything. And there's a lift in here. It's a great gun though. It doesn't shoot the little guy. Okay, I just got rid of that gun. Right, let's try something else. Let me have a look at some of the chat as well. Rabbit Saturn port is right. Okay, yeah, I need to. I don't think I've got that. You know, I need to add that on there. Yeah, Rabbit is great. I played it on MAME only recently, and it was definitely a lot of fun. So let's quit this and let's load the Neo Geo core and do some Waku Waku because hey, technically it is arcade games. So there's the Overdrive core, but I'm not going to use the Overdrive core. That still has some issues, and I think that's something Mazza's going to work on soon as well. I'm a big fan of these World Heroes games as well, man. World Heroes perfect. Enjoy playing that. But let's do some Waku Waku 7. Let's take while that's booting up, take a little sip of my drink. Now the weather's become nice here in the UK as well, man. It's become like super hot. Like my dad was over earlier, come to visit me earlier, man. I was doing some babysitting as well, so I was chilling with him in the garden, man. It was actually really nice, really nice. Okay, here we are, Neo Geo. So let me check my buttons, because at least with the Neo Geo, it's not buttons per game, it's a core, so the buttons remain per core. But one thing I've always disliked about Neo Geo, so A, yep, B, C, D, yeah, that's the way I like it, is some games the buttons end up being like, it's just like light punch, light kick, hard punch, hard kick, but sometimes it's light punch, light kick, hard kick in that order, and it's a bit annoying because You have to keep changing it from game to game, but generally it's usually light punch, light kick, hard punch, hard kick in that order. Okay, what a banger of a game, guys. If you've no, not quite. I'm having a monster. It's the black one. It's the black monster. It's really nice. The only thing is, as I'm drinking it, the gas starts building up. So I'm trying not to burp here, you know, because I want to keep the stream etiquette to be decent etiquette. I don't want to be like pushing no gas out, you know. But this game is wicked. The first time I actually played this was on a Neo Geo when I had a game shop. There was a guy that worked for me. I mean, he was a really cool guy. He had like a Neo Geo, had all this other stuff. But he robbed money at the till, man, so I had to sack the guy. And I really liked him. Even though he robbed from me, I was kind of gutted a bit because I liked the guy as a friend. It's just, you know, he was a thieving scumbag that nicked out the till. And we thought he was robbing a till, so I wasn't sure. So I specifically set a trap for him. And he took the bait and robbed the money. So yeah, man, I had to get rid of the guy. But he had like a Neo Geo and he introduced me to this game. He wasn't very good at fighting games though, man. I used to batter him up. We used to play CVS2. I literally used to OCV the guy. But he was a good guy, man. He was just a thief. Hey, Nico, how you doing, bruv? Yeah, no worries, my bro. No worries. Yeah, this is yeah, no, definitely Simpsons tomorrow, man. It's kind of late-ish here, but this is where I finish everything, and I'm kind of all right. And we're at annual leave. There's no getting up early or anything, so I'm kind of good. No, the black monster, as in the energy drink monster that I'm drinking. I'm not the biggest fan of those, but when I stream, I don't know, it's hot now as well, so I'm sweating. I'll tell you what, I feel like a baby drinking milk from mama's breast. Mind you, breast milk's probably warm though, but if you cool that down, that's what it's like. I'm taking it to like a baby on a feeder or a breast. That monster is just, oh, it is delicious. To be honest, I only bring one can up with me, but I could do with more. But let's try this. I'm gonna go, that's the guy I go for, to be honest, the main guy, whatever his name is here. So, see, this is one of the ones, see, this is what I'm talking about. I need to change the buttons quickly, so it needs to be core settings, controls. So B is hard punch, so B needs to be up here. And not C needs to be here, and D needs to be here. So I'll need to change that when I do another game. Right, Ray, so who said... Okay, so Arena, I thought you say Cyberkill. Okay, so similar. Okay, cool. I can't say I've tried that character before. I usually pick like the first guy because he looks more like Ryu, you know. I'm not quite sure about it. Not as far as I know. I don't think there's a core for that Sega Sonic. I don't know. Taco's really knowledgeable on that stuff as well. What a character to fight, man. I mean, this game is just... When I first saw this, I was like, wow. Like, this was like the craziest beat 'em up I saw for its day, you know? But yeah, Mazza's done a great job bringing this core over, man. So this is Vertex core that he ported over, man. Like, amazing stuff. Like very good developer, Mazamaz. And, you know, I speak to him, you know, I consider him a friend, to be honest, but I'll speak to him during development, and it's always like, it's going to take a little bit of time, and honestly, like, just, like, it'll say it might take me, like, 2 weeks, and then, like, 2 days later, it's like, okay, it's kind of ready, and like, this core to me is just, it plays really well. I haven't played it enough to know, okay, there's a difference here, or there's an issue here. Some of the issues that you get might be available, might be on the Mister as well, like the Art of Fighting issue. I think Taco that at Track 17 was talking about on Discord a few days ago or a week ago or something. Okay, have that big heart. Okay, win it with a sweep. Nothing fancy here. Oh really? Okay, I've never actually... Okay, so the Godzilla battle at the end, I've never ever got to the end of this game. This is something that I've messed about with. I've played it and I've enjoyed it. I mean, look how cool that is, man. That guy's riding his little BMX there, Arena, which is a character I kind of always picked in this. Sorry, not Arena, Rai I'm talking about. Arena's my character. Yeah, proper Ken and Ryu, yeah? Let's try and give him a giant heart. Okay. Nice. But really want screen filters for this, man. Like the colors, they're okay, but they just feel... What's up? You can... Okay, you can charge a fireball, yeah? Oh, nice, okay. Oh, that's what I've done. I thought I'd done it super earlier. Wow, that kind of feels OP. See, what is that when that goes into warning? Is he just gonna dance? I just kind of know to block, but I guess I can't block that because I was definitely holding back. By the way, guys, if Taco ever offers to play at Street Fighter 6, just avoid it. He's a hustler. Oh man, he won that. The Mega Ultimate. By the way, is the Mega Ultimate an unblockable? And also, Taco, man, you really need to get a Fight Cade, man. Fight Cade it's awesome. Like, really good to play all the old games. Nice. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, my thing is just like block. Just you got that coming in at you. Let's block that. But again, a very cool character. Kind of reminds me of Alice in Wonderland here. But like an alienish version of her. Okay, nice. I feel like I'm doing okay on this. And guys, yeah, if there's any games you want block caps, so Neo Geo or any of the arcade games, we've got CPS1, CPS2, whatever Hotego has done of the Aliens core, which has aliens. Okay, that's quite the move. Well, like combo stuff in here, but not working so much. Hey Diana, how are you? Yeah, definitely an amazing game, man. Like a very weird, but weird is not bad. Like this is very weird and good. And I'm actually happy to say that this isn't something I played like on emulation first. I actually played this on an actual Neo Geo. What am I fighting here? Some kind of cigarette? Bonus kun. Okay, so I beat the giant cigarette. See, kids, smoking is bad for your health. Nice bonus stage, though. Yeah, definitely like a... With that little headband, yeah, Cyberkuma definitely looks like Ryu. Okay, so this reminds me of like Rugal's cousin, but like his elf cousin, you know? And he's got a sword. Wow. I like the sound that he makes there. Guys, did anyone watch some of like the Evo games, man? Some of those modern controls and those like reaction stuff was amazing. Oh wow, I could have sworn I was blocking that, but hey, maybe I wasn't. Wow, okay, Rugal's cousin's fairly tough with his little sword slash thing. But yeah, this looks this looks so mashed up on my display, man. Really need like some kind of visual effects on this, you know. Great looking game, but just not so great on like a flat screen, you know, without the effects. Okay, wow. I'll take it. Nice. We're on to the next game, man. Hey Chris, how you doing, bud? Yeah, the zoom in and zoom outs, man. That was in Neo Geo fighting games, Chris. That's one of the things that got me, man. I remember seeing it in like Samurai Showdown, and I was like, wow. Like at that time, I was like, I've not seen anything like it. This is just amazing. And this is a game where one of your characters is a tank. And I can grab a tank. Nice. Oh wow. And the tank's gone kind of angry. Guys, remember, if there's any games you want to see, just put them in chat, block capitals, and yeah, we'll test those out. But yeah, ANalogue Pocket is definitely a good console to have. If you're into handheld gaming, if you're not into handheld gaming, then yeah, there's no point. Get a mister, you know. But if you're into handheld gaming, yeah, this is fantastic. And obviously, like I am now, you can dock it as well. Okay, well, clutched that one out. John, the Mortal Kombat core, very unlikely it's going to come, because that's something that Track 17 is working on, and Track 17 himself, as far as I know, hasn't actually brought any cores over to the ANalogue Pocket. Only Snow Brothers 2, but that's something that he worked on with Promod, and Promod is the developer that ported that over, unless it's a collaboration. But Narc is having a bit of trouble fitting on the Mister, so it looks like it's not going to work on the ANalogue Pocket unless Promod can work out some kind of tricks or some kind of workaround. And if he finds a workaround on Narc coming onto the Pocket, if Narc comes onto the Pocket in a nutshell, then there's a possibility that we could get Mortal Kombat on on the Analog Pocket as well. But hey, I'm not a developer, so I can't say for sure. But I did speak to Pramod about, because in the interview, Pramod kind of said, he doesn't see why Mortal Kombat can't come out for the Analog. Sorry, not Mortal Kombat. Narc can't come out for the Analog Pocket. But then later on, when he ran into issues with Narc, with the amount of bandwidth the Mister was giving, I asked him about the Analog Pocket, and he says it's unlikely unless he can find the trick. So I imagine something similar is what applies to Mortal Kombat as well. It would be great to see it come out. Definitely. But guys, anything else you want to see? Okay, Juno first. That's something Jimmy Stones is working on, but he doesn't bring his stuff for. It's, as far as I know, he only does stuff for the Mister. I'm not sure if he's brought anything over to the Analog Pocket. It would be nice if someone brings that over. Juno first is a little bit before my time, but Jimmy was actually kind enough to sort me out a beta of the game, or a beta, sorry, as we say it here in the UK. So I tried it, and yeah, I kind of liked it. It's a decent game, man. It's for that kind of old game. I like the kind of view it's got, and I did actually have fun playing it. It's not that I'm not that young that it wasn't around when I was there, but I wasn't getting arcades when that stuff was there. But yeah, for a game of that era, it was definitely more fun than I thought it would be. But that's going to be coming out for Mister, hopefully sometime in the nearish future. But as far as I know, nothing for the Analog Pocket, and I really hope like certain developers bring stuff over to the Pocket. At this moment in time, as far as the most amount of games go, I think it's Hotego that's brought around the most amount of games over to the Analog Pocket. I don't know anyone else that's brought more games than Hotego and team. So that's what I was saying. If anyone is new to the Analog Pocket, then it's worth joining Hotego's Patreon just to get CPS2 and some of the other stuff as well. Yeah, and I thought, yeah, some of the backgrounds are awesome, man. Like this game here, like I was a fan of World Heroes, but I played it on the SNES. So like one of my friends on the SNES, he had like this disk drive. It took floppy disks and it put it on top. He was like the king pirate, and he always used to buy the latest Nintendo console with whatever pirate device was out. And I got to try so many games that obviously I didn't have myself, because I didn't have this device. I had cartridges, I had a universal adapter, I could play imports, but because of my friend, I was able to try out a whole bunch of different games. And World Heroes is something that I tried out, with him. Yeah, I liked the game straight away. But World Heroes Perfect, this is something I played on emulation, and this is one where A and B are the punches and C and D are the kicks, so it's good. Oh yeah, we'll do SNK versus Capcom, man. That's another guilty pleasure of mine, so we'll definitely test that next. Let's have a quick go on this, and I kind of want to pick a character I know the moves of, so it'll be this guy here, but I know that's a little bit boring, so we'll still do that because he's got the Ryu moveset. So SNK versus Capcom, man, like yeah, that was, I know it was a bad game, but I kind of enjoyed playing it, man. I enjoyed playing it. Like I don't so much like the Capcom characters in there, only because if you want to do a sweep with Ryu, you've got to move it down forward and well, your second kick button. So you're missing two buttons. You're missing a punch and a kick. So some of the moves, they're not the way I think I would do them. But yeah, World Heroes was good, even on the SNES, because you had those arenas with bombs and things in the background. So it definitely made playing it a bit more interesting. But I was a bit sad because I was really into fighting games. All my friends were into Street Fighter, but they never kind of moved along with all the fighting games. I always wanted to play them. Always interested in playing those games. Have you got the ninja star thing? Oh yeah, it's cool. There's got another move in here, like the quarter circle. Yeah, that's a very good move. Oh, okay, interesting. For 2 fireballs, he does those 2 fireballs waving up and down. Yeah, do you know what? I'm on annual leave. I don't actually have a bedtime at the moment. I'm getting to bed quite late, but you know what? I have been sleeping till like 10 o'clock, so I've actually been catching up on my sleep. When I'm working, I don't get enough sleep, man. I'm like tired at work, but yeah, during annual leave time, tomorrow's a good day. My sister's having a barbecue, so that's at like 4 p.m. so my kids are looking forward to it. You know, like my daughter who's 15, my niece, she's 15 as well. They're like 6 months apart, so they're really good buddies. And my 2 boys are 7 and 9, and their cousin who's a girl, she's 8, and they all get on. Like, she was actually around earlier today when the elders went to cinema, so it was like cinema week. I took my boys to watch and my niece to see Turtles Mutant Mayhem, and the girls went to watch Mission Impossible, the new Mission Impossible, and I was babysitting the boys and my niece. So yeah, tomorrow there's barbecue time, and I like barbecues. I actually like doing barbecues. I'm not that very good at cooking, but hey, somehow I manage. I'll have to look at Elfmania, man. I really do like the Amiga, and that's another really good really good core on the Analog Pocket, man. The Amiga core. At the moment, mouse support isn't great on there. You can kind of control the mouse with the analog sticks if you're using a controller with analog sticks, but it is, yeah, it's a very good core. I'll have to check the Elfmania out, because the main fighting game I know for the Amiga is Body Blows, and recently for the Amiga 1200 I played Super Street Fighter, not Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Super Street Fighter 2, and you know what, guys, yeah, it's very good. For what it was very good. The stages are a bit wide, but it's yeah, great game. But if Elfmania is anything like this, because I really like this game, man. Like, I like this game a lot. And look at that, we got Hulk Hogan in there. But you know what, someone said SVC Chaos, so let's do that, and then maybe we'll kind of step out from Neo Geo and have a look at some of the other games. So if anyone has got any ideas for any other games, then definitely put them in chat, but try and put them in block capitals so I don't miss it. Right, SNK versus Capcom. We'll go for the vanilla one first, and if you guys want to see the plus version, hey, we can do the plus version too. Let's just do, here we go. Right, take a sip of my drink while that's loading. Yeah, Dana, no worries, man. Look, if there's not many people requesting games, so I kind of like SVC Chaos. It's not a great game by any means, but it's like a guilty pleasure. It's something that I've always just enjoyed dabbling in, you know. So I'm quite happy to give it a test run, man. Just like a little thing. I mean, I remember when this first came out, I was excited, and I think I ended up getting like a Japanese version for the PlayStation 2 because I didn't have like a Neo Geo at the time. But yeah, it was yeah, I thought it was fun. Wasn't great. So Chris, the dock on the Analog Pocket, I have to say it's fantastic. Now, when I bought my Analog Pocket, I didn't order it having content in mind. I mean, I did have a channel then, but I wasn't doing FPGA stuff. When I ordered it, I didn't have an FPGA device. But yeah, so I wanted this as a handheld, and my Mister was what I play when I play in front of the TV, or more, I got more than Mister to play Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo with my friends when they come around, and everything else is just a bonus extra. Like for me, the price I paid for it, just to have like an arcade perfect version of Super Turbo that's very versatile as far as using controllers goes, different controllers goes, I was happy. So I never got the dock with the Analog Pocket. I just wanted a handheld FPGA device. To be honest, I wanted to play just the Castlevania games again. I've got like modded Game Boys and everything, and I was like, let me grab this, it looks really good. And once I got it and I started doing content, it was becoming difficult filming the Analog Pocket, having the tripod or the grip up. But the worst thing was trying to keep out reflections on that screen, you know. It was very tough. And a friend of mine who bought the Analog Pocket and he bought the dock, he's also got a Mister, and he never uses the dock, so you know, he was kind enough to sell it to me at cost. So I paid like, I think it was like, I can't even remember now, like 120, 130, whatever it cost him. Anyway, so I paid him I paid him that for it, and yeah, I got myself a dock. So I was very fortunate to get it because, you know, I would have waited a long time if I just ordered it. So yeah, dock's good. Dock's good. Yeah, I would say, like, if you don't have a Mister and you're not intending on getting one, get the dock, because you've got access to play these games on your TV, and at some point, from what I understand, Analog are going to release their DAC, the digital with it, digital to analog converter. So if okay, let's do the buttons. No, so right, hopefully this should be the right buttons. Yeah, so, you know, hopefully you can run this on your CRTs and everything as well. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try it off Mania, provided I don't bloody forget when I finish this stream. That's something I would like to check. So, right, SVC Chaos. So this is the normal version. Yeah, see, here you go. See, on the other one, it was a weak punch, hard punch, weak kick, hard kick. And on this one, this is the way I kind of like the controls. This is the way most of the King of Fighters games are. But yeah, I'd say it's worth getting that dock. I could go a Capcom character, but I want to go. Let's go Iori. See, again, this looks very, very stylish. Like, it looks like a stylish game. Right, so Chris, there's not many options. Some of the some of Marcus Jordan Boogerman's cores, they've got options for scan lines, and in Anton Gale's Tiger Heli, we can run that after. After this, I'll run a game with scan lines. They're not going to look too great on YouTube, but we'll run them and have a look. And I know Boogerman is doing some other visual effects like scan lines, shadow masks, and they're going to be for any cores that use his framework. Okay, I kind of forgot his special. Quarter circle back, half circle forward. Okay, so this isn't a hacked version. I think I've only got 2 versions on my one. I'm trying to do. See, this is where I have the issues with this stick due to lack of space on the left-hand side. Okay, that was Chip there. Okay, yeah, so I know there's some hacked ones. I don't think we've got many on here. Have a look. Okay, so I've only got 2 here. These 2 here. Unless they go under a different name, because I've seen some hacked games like, what is it? Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, which is, I think, a hack of one of the King of Fighters games. So there's a few hacks up there. But I think on the ANalogue Pocket, the only version, you need the Dark Soft ROM pack. So whatever's in that, I've got the full Dark Soft ROM pack on here. Oh, okay, there we go. That's okay, got ya. Okay, let's go Tiger Heli. let's go Tiger Heli and let's look at the scan lines that are available on here. Haha, thanks, Chris. Nice one, buddy. Yeah, do you know what? Life, you can't complain about life. Life is good. I don't like to complain because, you know, there's a lot of people that are worse off out there than I am. You know, there's definitely improvements I could have in my life, and there's definitely struggles that I face, like I'm sure many of you guys face as well. But you know what? There's people in a lot worse situation than a lot of us over here. So it's never worth looking at someone and thinking, I wish I had what they had. But it's actually better to look at people that don't have what you have and think, you know what, I'm glad I'm in a better situation than they are. It just kind of keeps you grounded to the floor, you know. It lets you appreciate what you do have. You know, I'm happy. I like family life. I like my kids. I like the role I'm in now, and you know, and I get time to play games. Fair enough, most of it's handheld gaming, but I do get time for gaming as well. So no, awesome stuff, man. Where is right, Tiger Heli? Right, okay, I can't remember what core Tiger Heli's in. I'm sure it's out for here. I just can't. Was it a 4-man core? It's definitely one of no, so that's not. Right, can anyone remember? Anyone remember in chat where the Tiger Heli is? The Asteroids Bank planet. Oh man, it's bugging me now. Like, where is it? Where is it? We've definitely got Tiger Heli for the ANalogue Pocket. Where it is now, though, is another thing. Is it an arcade multi? It can't be. So that's not any of these. Konami Aliens. These are all the Hotego cores. Oh, you know what? Maybe let me go to all, and hopefully, we've just got a Tiger Heli there. No. If anyone in chat knows where I think it might be in this one. You know. The slap fight core. Yeah, here we go. Tiger Heli. Nice. Okay. Let's boot up Tiger Heli. So there's some effects in here, man. So here we go. I've got the scan lines on now, so you can see them. I don't know how well they're coming across to you guys, but the scan lines are there. And what I will do is. You can see them there quite easy. So if we go into core settings, we've got scan lines. So we've obviously got disabled. We've got horizontal soft. So I've got horizontal hard on. I just said hard on. Okay, so horizontal soft, horizontal medium. So let's go. Let's just show you guys soft. Let's maybe bring up a game image. Right. So I'm not going to be playing here. We're just going to be. Shame I haven't kind of got a pause thing here. But here you go. That's the soft ones. And then we've got medium. Right, and we've got hard. Okay. And then what else we've got? We've got vertical soft. Vertical medium. Vertical hard. Okay, I think soft kind of looked all right there. Then we got a combo of horizontal and vertical. That's the soft version. And here we got a medium version of a horizontal and vertical. And then we've got the horizontal and vertical hard. So yeah, that's not even looking good on my screen here, to be honest. This is a good game, and I played this in the arcade. Like, I definitely like this game, and I like some of these shmups. But let's have a look at something that actually looks okay. And I think vertical, maybe medium was all right. Don't know how well that's looking. Maybe vertical soft might be that magic touch. See, that looks kind of all right. And then if I disable everything, see, that's it disabled now. Cool. Okay, so that's it. So let's go horizontal soft again. Hopefully I won't. Oh, wicked. That was a close range shot. That's not too bad. Sorry, I think it was the vertical soft that I liked. which is here. So let's go. Right. So this is vertical soft. Is that what you like here? Horizontal soft. I think the vertical soft, at least to me, they're looking all right. Maybe, but yeah, we can go. Let's go horizontal soft. Horizontal soft. Here you go. That's the one you mentioned. And here we go. Yeah, they both look all right. I mean, it's nice to have these. It's nice to have these effects. And from what I understand, this is a core Anton Gil worked on, but he is using scan lines that were made by Boogerman, aka Marcus Jordan. And something that Marcus Jordan showed off on Twitter recently was a whole bunch of different effects, like different kind of TV effects. He had them named all different. There's a whole bunch there. It's in one of my news videos from maybe like a couple of weeks ago, and that's something he's working on. So anything that uses his framework will be able to take advantage of these visual effects, and that's nice. You know, it'd be nice when Analog actually release that part of it. So the cores we've got, like you know, the Hotego cores, all the CPS 1 and 2 stuff, we can get scan lines on, because like honestly, it makes such a difference playing games with scan lines on. It just definitely feels like a lot better. I mean, that's one of the things I like about emulation. I've got scan lines on. I've got like different borders. I've got different borders on. I've got, like, you know, like a mimic of an arcade machine with all like the instructions around there. I've even got one where there's a reflection of other arcade machines, very, very discreet in the actual screen that you're playing on. So it's nice. It's nice to have that stuff. Now, I don't want any of that stuff on the Mister. I just want simple scan lines. You know, I'm quite happy using all the actual overlays and all that stuff with actual emulation. I'm good with that, you know. Let's have a look what's going on in chat. Yeah, Mister's amazing compared to that. It's just the advantage of the Analog Pocket is the Analog Pocket is a handheld. And that's the main thing that it has going for it. Let's have a look if there's what else is in this core, because right, so we've got I think what's Get Stars, that weird game. So we should be able to have scan lines and everything on here because it is part of the same core. Here we go, scan lines. So let's go horizontal soft again and see what it actually looks like. So here we go again. It's kind of looking all right, and this is like a weird game. Yeah, quite possibly Cyber Akuma. I'm not too taken. All I know is obviously within RetroArch, when I turn on, there's so many like visual options that you've got. It just looks really amazing having those scan lines and everything turned on. So I mean, to me, this isn't bad looking. This is a weird ass game, man. It's not actually bad. Look at the way those things look. It's almost like you've gone into like Monsters. What's that movie? Monsters University. What was the first one? Monsters Inc. That's it. You've got all the enemies from that just going in. Is it me or is there no sound? There is sound. Okay, I'm not hearing a sound really. But yeah, we've got let's put it on the heaviest kind of setting now. So scan lines. let's make it look like heavy. There you go. You can hardly see what's going on. You know, this is when your TV was broken, man. Okay, let's crouch because that pulls. Okay, so let's just go horizontal medium now. Okay, that kind of slows the game down. Again, a weird looking game, but it's nice to have the options, man. Look at the enemies and that in here, man. Did anyone actually play this game in the arcade? I never played this in the arcade. I just saw this when Anton Gil released this as part of his core. It was interesting to say, you know, the least. But I think whoever said like the soft ones, that's definitely the best option. Sorry, I was trying to crouch there and do that. I think the soft ones are probably the best ones to kind of use. I mean, this is better than nothing. Let's go back to, let's disable it, and you let me know what you prefer. I'll be honest with you, I kind of prefer that soft look than having them disabled, just because it gives it a little bit of a difference. I remember playing on some screens that were, to put it quite simply, mash up, and and I guess this to some extent. So I like it where some of the effects that you get, they make it look like the TV's damaged or broke, because sometimes you went arcade and you had like light bleeding on you know, a certain part of the screen or something, and that was all part of the charm of the arcade. You know, you might have liked the game and the graphics might have been bad. Those enemies that I was just attacking there, they kind of reminded me of little Ewoks. Okay, so can we, oh, so you can't pick. All right, let's go something else. Anyone else want to see anything else? Yeah. Yeah, it does look kind of funky, man. It definitely looks like a funky game. It's not bad. It plays okay as well, to be honest. Like, you know, but I've played worse out there. Some of the games, like, I like that they come out and they're preserved, but I don't have that love for them because I never played them in the arcade. I never played this in the arcade, so I'll never have that love for it. But it's not a bad game. It's not like I played it and I thought, oh, this is terrible. But you know what? Talking about bad games, let's go for this. Let's go for one bad game. A game that we all know is bad, but let's check it out. And I think it's an arcade. And it's under H. This game is just mash up. I don't know what the difference in the versions are, but here we go. Okay, yeah, sorry, you know what? Let's do Cyberbots straight after this one. I completely forgot about it. I know you mentioned that a little while back, and that's loud. Never mind. All right, I'll leave it loud because we're only going to check this a little bit, and this game is tough. All right, I haven't even got the buttons done right for this. Let me quickly. Like, I'm a Castlevania fan, but honestly, I've tried liking this game. I tried, yeah, I tried a lot liking this game. I just can't. He just walks like he's constipated, and you know, it's constipated and the game's poop anyway. Like, I really did try liking this game. I played it on emulation first. The best thing about this game, though, is the soundtrack. Soundtrack's great for this. I mean, to be honest, that's one thing Castlevania always had going for itself, was the damn soundtrack. Oh, wow, wicked. Well, there you go. That was that one over. Let's go to Cyberbots. Yo, JB, how you doing, man? Hey. An Analog Pocket one, not a Mr. one today. But I'm pretty sure you've got the Analog Pocket as well, JB. So... awesome stuff. Thanks for dropping in. So let's quit this. So let's go back to OpenFPGA, Arcade Multi. I think it's Cyberbots. Is it CPS2? I think it is. I think you did say CPS2 in your message, didn't you? Okay, we go. Right, no, let's not go bootleg. Let's just go for a normal version. Now this is, if anyone hasn't seen this, Cyberbots. No, I'm thinking of something else. Cyberbots, is that the one where you're the big robots fighting, or is that the one where you can be like some kind of ostrich? Hey, hello Victor from Mexico, man. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, definitely waiting for the Simpsons as well, man. Gonna do a stream tomorrow, so if you're around, check in, man. My kids are kind of excited about that because I don't bring them near my YouTube. I try and keep them away from it, so you know, I don't want them getting hooked. Even though I've got recreational habits, I want them to focus on other things at the moment. Yeah. So tomorrow they're gonna stream with Daddy, man. I've told them, like, we're on the internet, we don't give our real names. So I'm trying to get them to be Street Fighter names. So you know, you might hear them being called like Kami, Balrog, or Ryu, or whatever the names they kind of come up with, man. They'll probably end up leaking something online anyway. So let me check the buttons first on this. Okay, there's a boost button as well. Let's make the third one. Oh wow, it's a 4-button game. Wow, that's quite rich. Okay, so hopefully I've done the buttons kind of okay now. So I've got 2 attacks, I've got a boost, and I've got a weapon down there at the bottom. Okay, let's hope for the best. Oh, okay, it's this one. Sorry, I thought it was the one. Oh, well, yeah, this is the one with Jin, yeah, from that who's in Marvel vs. Capcom. That looks like Arthur or his cousin or something. One thing I always preferred about the Capcom games compared to the SNK ones was, yeah, you had a lot more time to pick your characters, man. There was just a lot more times. Yeah, a lot more time. Okay. Wow. I've got no idea. Let's go for this color. Oh, wow. So there's lightning. Okay, I'll go lightning because lightning just It sounds kind of cool. Yeah, this is stylish. I haven't really, you know what? I haven't Cyber Akuma. I've not played much of this, to be honest. I might have tried it once, but I haven't really played it. So, okay. Okay. Yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing, man. Can I do a Dragon Punch? Okay, so this is like Capcom's version of Robot Wars with a pilot controlling this giant mech. Definitely interesting. Yeah, I like the weapon button. Don't know how often I can use it. There's a charge button. So 2 weapons, a charge. Like it. This is a cool game, man. I never saw this in the arcade though. You know, like some games I never played, but I did see in the arcade. I don't remember this in the arcade. Ah, that's amazing. Yeah, so they got a caveman that climbs into a mech. Awesome. There was another beat 'em up, wasn't it? Like a scrolling beat 'em up, like Final Fight. That your giant mechs as well. I can't remember what that was called. I was thinking it was this. There's another one I was thinking of, Battle Circuit. That's the one I was thinking of as well. Oh, okay. Wow, nice. So there's an Akuma mech. Awesome stuff. Oh, so there is a fireball. Okay. So fireball does that move. Awesome. I can just... Not doing much damage, to be honest. I guess that thing is blocking it. So that's your normal attack. That's your other button. But if I do... I wonder if there's other motions as well. Okay. Okay, you can do... I was trying to do a Dragon Punch motion there, see if it does anything. Let's try half circle back. I really like that dash in grab, man. It's fantastic. Okay. Yeah, he scorched me, man. Nice. Yeah, Battle Circuit's a very neat game, man. I remember playing that on emulation and thinking, wow, this is... Oh, wow, that was quite decent. Jump in. Oh, wow, I can... Right, so down and attack lets me do that spike move as well. Okay, there's quite a bit of depth to this game, you know? Okay, I've got to stop moving down. I've got to just jump in and do a clean attack. Yeah, very decent, man. Okay, did I? Oh no, I didn't win that one. Okay, I got terminated. Let's have a look at Battle Circuit, because that's a very interesting game to have a look at. Right, let's have a look at Battle Circuit. Okay, there's only a European version in here. Okay, so let's go Japanese version. I'm not too bothered about the text, so okay. Right, let's have a look at the buttons for this. Yeah, this is a very well made game, man. A very good looking game on CPS2. I imagine this was one of the more... Okay, so yeah, okay. Oh, that's the actual buttons for it. I don't think it is, you know. Sometimes when you load it like that from the JSON file, it doesn't always bring out the right controls. I can't remember. We'll find out in a second anyway. Yeah, that game we just played, sorry, what it was called, Armored, or oh, sorry man, I forgot the name. But yeah, that was a decent game, man. Very decent game. See, look, you can be like a big plant in this, man, and like, look, you can be that little dude riding an ostrich. It's gonna have to be the ostrich thing. It was between the ostrich and the plant, you know, just because of how unique they look. Now, I'm not sure if I've got the buttons correct. Is there free punch and kick buttons on this, or is it because I kind of selected the game through the in menu? Let's have a look, find out. See if we can skip all of this. Yeah, there's just 2 buttons where I can work out. Attack, jump. Yeah, this is an interesting game. Very, very weird game. Very, very weird game. You know, kind of like in the same league as Waku Waku 7 for weirdness, but it just looks really, really cool. Look at those like lizard men with their kind of head popping out. You got that alien there. Looks like something out of that Alien movie. Anyone remember Mars Attacks? That was a very good Alien movie. Very, very good movie. I haven't seen it for a long, long time, but this game just, it looks wicked, man. And look, there he is. He's just battered there. Awesome stuff. Okay, cool. Is that are you talking about this game here? Yeah, Battle Circuit, Cyber Akuma. Hard to find an actual cabinet of this. But yeah, man, it's just mad. You know what? I never saw this in the arcade. Never ever saw it. I think the first time I actually played this, funnily enough, was does anyone remember like the PSP, when the PSPs were around and you had you were able to kind of hack them, and you know, CPS1 and CPS2 emulators come out for them, and from what I remember, they actually ran okay. And when I had the CPS2 emulator on there, I was chuffed because the PSP somehow done CPS1, CPS2, and it had the Neo Geo on there as well. And it was just fantastic, like real fun to play that. And this is the first time I played this, was on the PSP via emulation. Okay, cool, 2 endings, right, what's this? Oh, I can buy moves and stuff, yeah? Right, stage 2. Look how stylish it looks, man. Alright, I've got all those naked dudes down there. Not sure how I feel about that. Would I be scared? And I've got these podgy little things down here. Look how weird that thing is, man. Wow. Let's attack that. And for anyone, yeah, that if you're new to the ANalogue Pocket and you want this code, this isn't publicly available at the moment. This is one of the Hotego's beta cores. So, in order to get access to this, you would need to be a Patreon subscriber of Hotego's in order to get this. But I'm sure, you know, if you're not a Patreon subscriber, this will be public soon. This was released quite some while ago. I'd say at least 6 months. I can't remember it being cold when this was out, so it might have been like, I don't know, like last year November or something. I could be completely wrong. It might have even been this year. Actually, maybe it was. It might have been this year. It might have been like January or something this year. Because I think I remember a post saying that in March or April they hope to have the rest of the games or something working. But this is a good game, man. This is definitely a fun game. I mean, it's not often you get to be what looks to me like a pink ostrich. I'd put this in, you know, almost like when you play Ninja Baseball Batman, you know, like a weird experience. It's weird, the levels are weird, you don't kind of scroll along, it's kind of like small arenas and everything, and it's all good. What, Pulero, is that something, is that on any of the systems I've got on here? Is that on Neo Geo CPU, CPS 1 or 2? If not, I'll check that out. Pulero, yeah, never heard of it. Okay, so there's a death blow as well. I'm beating like a Elvis here, man. the jump's quite long. Trying to get like jump attacks in, but it's high. Oh, cool. All right, let's do something else, guys. Anything else anyone else wants? Right, okay, cool. Puluru. Okay, let me write that down while the continue screen comes up. I'm definitely going to forget that, but I kind of want to remember that. Okay, written down. 1991 by Tato, wicked. I'll check that out at some point. Let's have a look at let's see what else we got. So let's quit out of CPS2 for now. Yeah, do you know what? Well, let's sorry, how do I say that? Firif Chow. Hopefully we'll get let's get Mortal Kombat 1 first. As far as I know, there's no plans for it coming out on the ANalogue Pocket, so just expect it never to come out. And if it does get ported over or something happens later on, it happens. But I know Track 17 is not interested on bringing anything over to the ANalogue Pocket, and he's the main guy that's going to be working on that. So very, very unlikely. But yeah, it would be nice to get it on the ANalogue Pocket. I like to have this stuff absolutely everywhere. So that would be awesome. Oh, actually, no. What was I going to do? I was going to go arcade multi. Now, I can't remember if it's 16A or 16B where Golden Axe is. There was a fix for Golden Axe. Hopefully it works. I like Golden Axe. But if anyone wants to say anything, just write it down in capitals and I can do it. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Core, it's out for the Mister. I don't know of it coming over to the ANalogue Pocket. I don't know if anyone's going to port it over or if it's ever going to come out over. I know Turtles in Time, I can't remember where the mention was. I remember seeing something about Turtles in Time potentially getting worked on at some point, so that might be a possibility somewhere down the line. Right, let's do so when we played Golden Axe in the arcade, it was all about the female character. What's her name? Tyra Flair or something. But I know the dwarf's the best character with the strongest attack. So, but I'll go with what I used to be in the arcade, which was picking her and going through there. And it was because she had the coolest magic. It just looked the best out of anything there. But yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is available for. It is actually available for the Mister. It has been for some time, to be honest. The 2-player version and the 4-player version. Again, this game has one of the best soundtracks, man. One of the games I'm really looking forward to is Alien Storm, man. Whenever that comes, Sega System 18. I think that's Sega System 18. Shadow Dancer's also on that. Like, that literally is one of my most anticipated cores. Like, amazing. Someone done like a Doom mod with Golden Axe. That was really well. It was only a demo. It didn't really go much further than it being a demo, but that was a lot of fun. It was buzzing to hear that soundtrack and the enemies in there. I do like some of the Doom mods. So like I played like a Metroid one, which was fun as well. Okay, 3 magics away from that full dragon, and that's what I want to look at. I want to look at the dragon, and then we can call it a day. I just want to see that big dragon. The voices in this are just amazing. Like the soundtrack here is just amazing. Oh man. That was the strongest attack in the game, that one. Strong girl, she can pick him up. Yeah, I think this is on easy, man. Okay, JB, first game you completed, yeah? It's not something I completed in the arcade, though. I completed it on the Mega Drive. And the Mega Drive version's good. There's actually hacks out to give it like arcade colors. But look at, I love the beginning part where all these little villagers are just kind of running off, man. It was brilliant. So this locked somewhere previously if you got pushed off here or something. But there's one enemy that comes charging at you, and you can just you can let him run straight down. Okay, so come at me, come at me. That was definitely fun in the arcade. So we're one magic away from 4. Try to do my special there. Can I get him? Okay, cool. Right, should be getting a little. That isn't the best dragon. Was the one with a little fireball that goes around. And those dashes. The dragon is mine. Right, let's fire up the magic. Here we go. Just want to see the magic and then we'll try something else. Here we go. Oh, wicked. Cool. You know, I can't even remember the first game I actually completed. I have no idea. Might have been something on the Atari. Maybe it was on a C64. Don't remember it. But guys, anyone want to see anything else? Let's have a look. In the chat. Okay. Cool. Let's. Okay, let's go. What else is in this squad? I think Shinobi's in here. Was that in alternatives? Shinobi, fantastic game again. Yeah, Super Mario Bros. is a good contender for a game that may have been finished first. That was a good game, but I didn't have like a NES initially, like my friend had it. But you know, back when you were young, you spent a lot of time around each friend's house, you know. Okay. This is a classic arcade game, man. Like an absolute great game. Very, very, very much worth it. Again, I don't think this is public here. I think this is one of the Patreon calls, but it's worth joining the Patreon just for this. What a fantastic version of the game, man. Really, really do like this game. This and Shadow Dancer are like two of my favorite arcade games. This is where the boss comes out and trolls you. Again, banging soundtrack for this game, man. Banging soundtrack. Guys, if you're just tuning in, if you want to see any arcade games that are actually available for the ANalogue Pocket, then just write them in capitals in chat, and I'll be sure to give them a little whirl. I was gonna say, don't make me come up there. I really like the version of Shinobi on the Switch as well, man. Really, really good. You can rewind, so if you have difficulties with it, with some of the parts, you can complete it the cheeky way. No, I think that's Marilyn Monroe in the background on the Mega Drive version. You get like an advert for Altered Beast. Actually, I should have waited until the fire was going to get me. See, that's one thing on playing this on the ANalogue Pocket on a Mister is when you're aiming those shurikens for the dude's eyes, it's awesome. Like you're really you're getting those you're getting them in his eyes, you know, like the responsiveness, the timings, everything is I can't believe I lost that. Never mind. Yeah, I hope like that the N64 core Robert Piper is working on for the Mister comes to surface, because that'll be something very, very interesting. Damn. Honestly, I'm not that bad on this game. I completed it recently on the Switch, but mind you, that version does let you take 2 hits. And the Switch version as well, you always start with a power-up shot, which is awesome. Power-up shot, and yeah, you 2 hits to die, and it's a difficult game, so it's actually nice to have that feature in there. Oh, cool. I think that might be game over there. Guys, anyone, no one's really suggesting games today. And on the Saturn call, we got a lot of suggestions. But yeah, guys, like literally anything you guys want to see, just mention it in chat. Block capitals if you can, so I can pick it up. But let's have a look. Oh, No Brothers 2. That's a classic. Ooh, wow, okay. I've nearly been at it for 2 hours, man. I might have to call it a wrap soon after midnight over here. Because like someone said, it is past my bedtime. But it's always fun streaming, you know, with you guys. It's fun. I enjoy having a chat. I need to find the way that the screen that I'm playing on, the big screen, I can get the chat on this, so I can kind of look at it a lot better while I'm looking at it. So this here uses the JT framework. Wow, okay, that's quite loud. Let's turn that down a little bit. Yeah, that's still fairly loud, isn't it? Got to remember to turn it up on the next game, but probably do a couple of more before calling it a wrap. Let's check the buttons as well, because when I play it in a handheld mode, I tend to have the buttons slightly different. So, ooh, okay, that's very weird. Why has it got console buttons? That's bizarre. Okay, never mind. Let's just try it out and see how it goes. You can. I can't remember what I thought was the best character. That's obviously from the original Snow Brothers. Was it a water one, or I don't know. Don't remember which one. Let's go this guy because he looks quite cool with his scuba diving stuff. Okay, yeah. So I think the water one's quite good as well. There's one where ooh, yeah. There's one where there's the whirlwind that goes up, the snowballs that go down. There's like another one. Am I gonna get everyone? I did get everyone, nice. And it's nice that you can do the down and jump on this to go down you know, you could to go down a platform, which wasn't. I only figured that out by accident. Ah, okay. I thought I got a fire on him before he. I kind of say every time I do a Snow Brothers game, but the Snow Brothers the remaster on the Switch is really really good. Ooh. Very, very interesting boss here. And he chucks out the coins. So this is a good game. This is it's not a premium one or anything. Definitely something worth playing when you get your Analog Pocket. Definitely I'm more a fan of the first one because I played that in the arcade. This isn't something I actually played in the arcade, but I do like this game. I think it's decent. It's nice to have the additional kind of characters in here as well. So yeah, decent game. So a girl gets kidnapped and there's 4 dudes out there to rescue her. You get some crazy power-ups in this, as you can see here. Okay, I've still got a power up there, so let's just... Ooh. Ah! Oh, okay, I've got another life, very generous. Hey, Tobida, how you doing, buddy? Ah, I think that's got to be game over. Yep. Right, guys, anyone want to see anything else? Because this game's loud as well. Right. Oh, okay. That just pauses it. Right. Okay. Cool. Right. Any requests out there? Just fire away. Let me know what you guys want to see. So, you know what? Let's go. Let's go New Zealand story as well. That starts off really, really well. It gets difficult. It gets very, very difficult fast. I guess he never quite understood it, but we can go. It's a good game. The New Zealand story. So guys, remember, any games you want to see, just yeah, in chat, block capitals please. And if the arcade games, I know we don't have as many games as we do on the Mister, but there's still a bunch of games, and there's a whole bunch of Neo Geo games as well. I think that's what I'll do. Maybe this one, and then go to a Neo Geo game, unless someone comes with some requests, and then I'll do a few. If not, then that might be a wrap. I can't believe how fast time goes. I've been streaming for 2 hours now, man, and I've had fun doing it. It's fun. I should actually just chill out in bed and play my Steam Deck. I really want to finish Spider-Man. Like, I'm only like 4% into the game, so I've got a long way to go. There's a little thing there on the... Oh, wow. Okay, so let me do the buttons because they're not how I like them. Okay, here we go. So this is something I played in the arcade a lot. Played it on the Amiga as well. Like, fantastic game. Amiga version is good from what I recall. Arcade version, okay. This is different, this version. Whatever version this isn't the version that I'm used to. The layout and everything is different. The enemies are different. This is a different version of the game that I'm used to. I didn't even know this. You know what? Look, I need to do a different version. Let's do the old version. I don't know what this new version is. How was actually New Zealand story founded? Hey JS, how you doing? Okay, do you know what it is? I've actually got, so what's happening, because I used to use the updaters for the stuff, but remember the updater guys, they actually have to add the ROM to their archive, so it has to be added on there so that it can be fetched later. Now it doesn't happen. So let's say Hotego is going to release The Simpsons tomorrow. Chances are the updater guys aren't going to have it straight away. Sometimes they do. Chances are though they're not going to have it straight away. So it's worth it's worth learning how to do it yourself, just how to convert the ROM over yourself. Honestly, it's not that difficult to do, and it's something. What I might do is when Simpsons comes out tomorrow, after the live stream or before the live stream, depending on how I get time, I might do an ANalogue Pocket video. But what I'll do is the live stream I'm going to do on the Mister, but for the ANalogue Pocket, what I might do is just go through a tutorial again. Just like a refresher tutorial of how to convert the ROM yourself. So JS 200GB, sorry, yeah, I think it shows me the handles and not your actual username that you've got, but JS 200GB, there's a way of doing it manually. If you search on my channel, there's a video that says how to convert your own JT ROMs, and to find out what ROM you actually need, if you go into the MRA file and you look at it, there's a bit of text there where it tells you the main ROM that you need, and you drag the MRA file over. Is it a JSON file? I can't remember the procedure, to be honest. I'll have to watch my own tutorial. Sometimes I watch my own tutorials because I forget how to do stuff, but I haven't converted a game manually myself. But it's relatively easy, you know. You just kind of have the main ROM in a folder, you have the MRA.exe file in there, as well as I think the MRA file, and you drag the MRA over the MRA.exe and it creates the .rom, as long as the main ROM, the .zip, is within that folder. It's not that difficult. So with a lot of my ROMs, I end up just doing them manually sometimes. Then I know I've got them straight away. It's not difficult. What was difficult and was long though, when I was doing something like CPS2, which in fact someone helped me with, but I think I've done the Sega System 16 ones, and I wanted every single version of every game, all the variables on there, yeah, I had to do that. No, JS, Mr. ROMs won't work. So what you can do is the ROM, so what's fetched by MAME, yes, you'll have to convert them. So the ROMs you've got in Mister, if you go to your Mister games and MAME folders, so say the New Zealand story ROM you've got, you can use that ROM, the MAME.zip that's in that folder, you can use that. You have to convert it to a .rom. Once you convert it to the .rom, that's what the ANalogue Pocket looks for, and that's what you need to do. But you do have to convert it. The one on the Mister is not going to work. On the Mister, you just put the main ROM in there, the .zip. The Mister kind of does the rest, and it's usually update all anyway. With Mister, I use update all. Everything gets done very, very quickly on that. But for ANalogue Pocket, you either need to convert it or you need to wait. So if you want the New Zealand story, I'm surprised it's not there. Maybe if you run the updater, it should fetch it for you. But yeah, no worries, man, no worries. What I intend to do with The Simpsons, I might just do a quick kind of refresher tutorial. And obviously, I've gotten a little faster at doing it. I understand it better now, so maybe this tutorial will be a little bit better. So, guys, if you want any games, block capitals, please post them down there. But in the meantime, let's do this. What a great intro. Just put the volume up a little bit because this has a good soundtrack, the game. Okay, this is more like the version I know. The other version, the layout was completely different, man. It was, I'm pretty sure that was like the harder version of the game. And don't let the cuteness of this game fool you, man. This game can be difficult. Like, I find the bloom parts very, very difficult. But guys, looking at this back in the day, like seeing that help me up there, you know, your buddies that have been captured and you're going to rescue them. Like the bombs, the bomb weapon I didn't think was the greatest of weapons. I'm sure it had its uses and its advantages and disadvantages. Try to jump that. But here we go. There's the first one. Like, just great soundtrack. Just such a happy game. You know, the happiest game you can get about kidnapping. I think that spring was a power-up. Was it? Did it give me a better jump? No, maybe it didn't. And this game had like a secret stage. Was it up here you fired it? There was a bit where you fired, you got a warp. I just can't remember where it was. It just kind of entered my head again that it was actually available. Okay, this was a good weapon, man. Look how fast that is. It's just doing damage. So you need to get the balloon here, but you need to fire the teddy. Oh, I've got my baby balloon here. And I think down here we go, just need to go straight down and that's it. That's the second bit done. Yeah, it's JB, very cheerful music in this, man. Just happy times, you know, it's happy vibes. This is I got an arrow straight in my butt. This was early days GTA, you know. This is where before the car robbing began, it began with New Zealand story where you hijack the balloons. But I love like how they fall down for a long time. Here we go. Some good bosses in this, man. The whale was a good boss. I can't remember if that was the first boss, but the whale swallows you up, man. That was really good. Ah. Okay, let's go to a Neo Geo game. Guys, anyone want to see anything else? If not, it's going to be one final Neo Geo game, and yeah, I think that'll be it, man. A couple of hours. Time goes so fast when I'm streaming, honestly. Like, it really does go fast. But I want to pick, let's see, something decentish. There's a whole... It's so great to have, like, the Neo Geo and the ANalogue Pocket, oh, man. Like, really good. Breakers is really good. If you're not great at fighting games, Breakers or Breakers Revenge, it's really good to play against the CPU. It's very easy to do the combos. Like, super easy. Actually, you know what? Let's play something that's quite technologically advanced. Big Tournament Golf. Oh, okay. You know what? Was that Neo Geo CD? Big Tournament Golf. I think that's Turf Masters, isn't it? Turf Masters. All right, let's do Turf Masters. Oh, sorry. It's Neo Geo Turf Masters, isn't it? Here we go. I think it's this one here, isn't it? Poster. Okay, yep. And here we go. Should be running. Very mellow game and possibly the best golf game out, and that's one of the games I'm looking forward to actually playing on the Neo Geo Pocket, the pocket version of this, which is supposed to be really good.
Please select the type of your game. Who do you play as? Thomas Stewart. Please select your challenging course.
Okay, let's go to the USA.
Final day, final party, start. Good luck.
He looks like a proper boffin. Definitely a computer programmer.
Player 1, D-shot.
Hey, I'm getting a clap, so that's good.
Player 1, second shot.
Shame, I should have got that on the green, never mind.
Fairway. Player 1, third shot.
Yeah, someone actually mentioned that on, that's actually just a generator. Ah, okay, I suck, boo to me. Yeah, someone showed me that generator on there. They were posting GIFs in I think Hotego's Discord or the Mr. Discord, and I was like, oh, could you show me that? And sorry, I'm not paying much attention here as to what strength I got, what club I got to use. On the green.
Player 1,
I was on the green for a number of years, to be honest, but no. Really sorry, guys. Bad viewing here. But once I get this on like 50 above par. Oh, actually, it's actually even telling me where to get it. Cool. Right, nice.
Bogey.
Let's go for poster.
Oh no!
penalty for over par. Player 1,
Let's do this because with the golf games, I need to pay attention, look at everything there, and I'll take ages doing it. I really do take my time with that stuff. But guys, I think yeah, after poster, I want to put Sengoku on. So here we go. Let's bring up the advert again. There's a lot of other cool stuff on the generator. I got this one from there as well. This one here, which I really like as well, but it's not a moving one. I was like, yeah, let me get some stuff just to kind of bring up on the screen, you know. But there's lots of different ones there from different games. It's cool looking. I was like, let me add some effects. I don't have one of those pedals for it or anything that I've seen streamers have. I'm just literally ticking a box. Yeah, love it. We've got that R-type style Shmups, that the charge shot, you know. I do like the graphics for this, you know. They're nice. Almost like photographic kind of pictures, you know. Can I shoot those things? Oh, I can. Nice. I'll tell you one thing that definitely feels better to play on an arcade stick than on a pad. It's Shmups, man. Shmups they just feel so much better on an arcade stick. Like I can't play fighting games too well on this arcade stick, but Shmups they just play really, really well on here, man. Got to work out what the second button does, but I'm not really getting much on there. Yeah, this is a cool game, man. What a great shmup. Is this out for like the Saturn or the PlayStation as well? I can't remember. Hopefully that thing will go out of the way soon, man. Oh, he got me. Oh, the same thing got me. I need to pay attention. So focused at looking at what's ahead. I'm not looking at what's just kind of coming towards me and then down. Yeah, definitely get R-type vibes from this, man. I like how you can, you know, some of the structures that are potentially blocking your path, how you can destroy them as well. But this definitely reminds me of R-Type a lot. The only thing is this like a one-button game? Because I'm pressing the other buttons and it's not really doing much. It's not doing anything, to be honest. Yeah, look at those lasers that were bouncing, and that was very, very R-Type. Very, very R-Type, man. Apart from, like, I haven't got a button that fires the pod, but this definitely reminds me of R-Type a lot. Look at that arm. Yeah, this is pretty much R-Type. Neo Geo type. Oh wow, nice boss. Okay, right, wicked. One final game before I call it a night, guys, and I want to check. I think this game, I haven't played it that much. So Shock Troopers is fantastic as well, but Sengoku, is he in? Yep, Sengoku. Let's go Sengoku 3 because I think this one just looked really, really cool. I remember seeing this, it looked good, man. Let it load. It takes a little bit of time to load like this, the Neo Geo games. Probably the things that take the longest to load on this system, you know. But you know what? It's worth the wait. I don't usually chop and change games this much. But here we go. We're in now. Wow, it's actually hot here, man. It's hot in my room. Parental advisory. This was always good to see, you know, like figure out how to kind of play the games. But this is a good looking beat 'em up. I don't know if they released these for like modern consoles. I know they do a lot of the emulated stuff. It's probably out for Steam. I've actually gathered, I don't know if anyone's like, if you're Amazon Prime members, via Prime Gaming, I've got like most of the Neo Geo library for the PC. I've never redeemed any of them. I don't even know what launcher I need to get or something. But I've got like a whole bunch of Neo Geo games that are redeemed from there, like over the years, like just lots and lots of different ones. Okay, you know what? I'm not even going to pay attention to what everything is. Let's just go in here. The guy that looks like Sagat. Okay, who should we pick? Okay, let's pick this guy. I never usually pick this guy. We usually go for the Sagat guy. Let's go China because it's the easiest. I don't know what the advantages of bare hand and like, you know, why wouldn't it be better to the buttons are definitely not the way I like them. Should really change with this game. What would be a nice option is maybe change buttons per game. I don't know if, you know, Analog Pocket has restrictions. I mean, that's not something you can do even on the Mister, I don't think. On the Neo Geo core, change buttons per game. It's change buttons per core. But this game's fantastic, man. Such a good looking beat 'em up. It's got like 4 buttons. So you've got your sword, you've got your jump, you've got your melee, and then you've got your I've got 1 ninja star left, but here you go, I can dash a ninja star out as well. I think there's some weirdness in this as well, where you go into like, I don't know, some underground demon world and some weird stuff in this. I'm not sure if it's part 1, 2 or 3, but these are really good games, man. Nice. Okay, and okay, cool, nice one. Do you know what? I've avoided buying the Capcom Beat 'em Up collection just because I've got that stuff on so many different things, and I've never seen it cheap enough. Like I've never seen it like cheaper than say. I'm chucking dishes at them now, yeah? I've never seen it cheaper than like £10, you know? So I was like, okay, if I saw it for like £4 or £5, you know, sometimes you get the Steam games that are cheap. I'll pick them up. I'll be like, okay, that's cheap enough. I wanna add it to my collection. I do really like my Steam Deck. The joypad isn't like the best on it, but I absolutely love it. I think what a great console. Can't wait for like the second version of the Steam Deck to come out. Okay, so you kind of melee attack without, sorry, your melee, but your bare hand attack seems to kind of set juggles up and things. So you'll probably do some big ass combos in this. Yeah, decent game. And look how great this looks, man. I'm pretty sure this came out towards the end of the Neo Geo's life. Yeah, so, you know, sometimes you can pick up a bargain. Like for example, the 30th anniversary edition. At some point, I think I bought it for like £5. And the reason for that was Fight K2 wasn't out, and a lot of like the top European players were playing on that. So I picked it up, but Fight K2 kind of came up soon after I picked it up, and that died. So if anyone likes playing competitive like CPS1, CPS2 and Neo Geo games, then even CPS3 actually, Third Strike, yes, Fightcade is the way to play it, man. Through sheer awesomeness. You know, one thing, like, I love beat 'em ups where you can, when you get close to them, you can grab them. You know, like some of the older ones where you can't grab, I always like end up going in thinking, yeah, let me see if I can grab them. And I hate it when it doesn't have that. When it doesn't have that grab, it's just such a neat thing in beat 'em ups. You know, Streets Rage was really good where you could grab each other and do like that kind of team up move. And that's actually one thing to look forward to in Simpsons tomorrow when you stand close. So if you're playing it like more than one player, stand close to another, you know, another one of the characters, one of the player controlled characters, and you do like a special. I remember, I think Homer and Bart roll into a ball and kind of go around the screen. So that was really, really neat. I remember seeing that first time. Definitely not something I discovered, but I remember someone else doing it, or someone actually doing it by accident and thinking, okay, that's pretty neat. I have to try that out. But Simpsons, I'm not sure if we had it in any local arcades. I remember playing it. So in the UK, like, I don't know if you've got similar in America or other, you know, viewers from other countries, but when you go to the seaside, you've got the piers. I'm pretty sure you have, and the piers are known to have like arcade machines there. And I think we went with our school or like summer school or my mum's women's centre that used to take her out and pick where the kids could come. And we went over to the pier and they had Simpsons on there, and that's where I first saw Simpsons. It's possible I may have seen it anywhere somewhere else, but that's really where I saw it. So I never really played it too much in the arcade, you know, beyond like a couple of games, you know. But glad we're getting an FPGA implementation of it. Unfortunately, my kids don't really know the Simpsons cartoon, so they're not going to get the enjoyment out of it, say they did with Ninja Turtles, because Turtles, you keep getting new cartoons and everything there. But right, let's have a look at some of the chat. Cool. Oh, cool. Yeah, no, I do like picking stuff up cheap when it's on Steam. Sometimes I don't even play it. I just bloody add it to my my Steam catalogue. Oh, Chuck E. Cheese. I've always wanted to try Chuck E. Cheese. I was talking about that on the Discord the other day, and they said it's disgusting. But you know, you always hear it when you watch American TV shows and everything. Yeah, I've always wanted to try it, but I heard it's just nasty. Right, Undercover Cops. I think that's an IRM M92 game, isn't it? I don't think we have Ashley. I don't think we have Undercover Cops, buddy. Unless I'm mistaken, it's an M92 game. Yeah, it's not out. This is on the ANalogue Pocket. The M92 stuff isn't out for the ANalogue Pocket, but if I was doing it on the Mist and I was doing arcade stuff, I definitely would have played it for you. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up, man, guys. I've been doing it for like what's the time on it now? 2 hours and 24 minutes, and it's 5:30 midnight here. So this is the part where I thank all of you guys for dropping by. Honestly, awesome stuff to have you guys here. Really do like it, and I'll be around tomorrow, hopefully streaming with the kids, doing a 4-player Simpsons stream. That's the plan. But awesome for all of you guys to drop by. This is the end speech now. If you're not subscribed, then a subscription or like is super appreciated. I'll see you guys around in the next stream or the next video. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.